everybody. I finally was able to access a live mobile, which is huge. Thank you so much. And it took a lot of patience to wait for YouTube to catch up to the fact that we had enough subscribers. So today's update, and the Swiss chart is doing right now. Beautiful. Look at these lovely, lovely leaves. Homemade cabinet here. And the Suchoy cabbage. It's looking so nice. I cannot wait until it's mature to try it. We love doing stir fries and soups, and looks so good. And down here are a brand of round onions called Elsa Craig, which have a long maturity. Did I put it on here? 95 days. I planted these January 18th. And over here, we have more Swiss chard, which you're doing very nicely. And my helper. Say hi, Lucy. All right. I'll have to fix that track, otherwise she will get into it. So, this room is shared. This particular one is not getting enough moisture, so we got to fix that today, and I will hand water shortly because it's the these are not set up properly for some reason, and I need to go get my stool to actually be able to get up here because I'm simply not tall enough. But there's a couple of turnips that are fattening up essentially, and there's a couple of stragglers of onions that I've left to grow in here. I think there's about 3, so I want to see how those go. And these are the turnip seedlings, and there's a couple other seedlings that I replant the turnips after I harvest them. So these ones are doing pretty nice, but yeah, for some reason these are not getting enough water, and we've got to solve that. And I can see 2 of the 4 lettuce replantings there. 3, I didn't plant one in the middle, but I guess that's where it fell. So, but these are doing beautifully. Look at these. All right. These are head lettuce. The brand is Newham. Just beautiful. So I should probably raise the light up a little bit today to allow it some growth. And I should still be able to allow, because we've got these unchained, so it can stay at that height still. But this is growing beautifully. Look at that. There's nothing like homegrown lettuce. And of course, once we hit mid-May, I will be also planting out. I'm not sure if we're going to plant outside or if we're going to plant in one of the greenhouses that we have. And these are younger ones. And I have a throwback kale that a seed stuck in the soil after I turned it over, so. And then over here, yeah, we've got a bit of the same problem. There's not quite enough moisture getting to some of these. And we think it's the, I'm not actually sure what this is called, but spray head, for lack of a correct term. And these turnips, I got 2 different Japanese brands, and they're both sweet. But, and they're the same brand I used in the garden in the summer. And I don't know if this is the same one that I had in the other tray that we're harvesting from, the top one that I showed you. But these look like they are growing long-wise instead of, you know, fat, plump for veggies. So they're really nice and sweet and have so much moisture. We really loved slice them and fry them and stews and soups and all that goodness. But I am surprised that they are growing longer. The other ones were yeah, fatter. This one's so as they get mature, then I go and replant a new seed. So the cilantro, again, the onions made it in a lot of different pots. So this is cilantro. That's one of the ones that my husband can have. He's had to cut out a lot of various foods in his diet. Looking for an MCAS specialist and working on when can you reintroduce a food and what is just completely off. There's histamines and salicylic, and there's one other one of a list of foods that are high or low that he has been abiding by, and it's really, really helped him feel better. So, and this is the arugula, which is looking very, very nice. So this part is the arugula, and this part is the cilantro. And these fly ones are because of the soil. We get cubes of soil from Edmonton, and even they're frozen when we bring them up. They produce these little fruit flies, which are highly annoying. And then I've got these spring onions, which curl around the light. And it looks like I need to trim them again. So I cut them off at the base here, and then cut them up and freeze them, and then I use them in whatever cooking that we need at that time. And they keep regrowing. I have not replanted these, and they keep regrowing at least one cutting a week. Yeah, I'd say one cutting a week. But yeah, I haven't needed to replant them at all yet. They just keep regrowing. And I have no reason to pluck the entire base bulb out like you would get them in stores, because they keep regrowing. So, I mean, if you're selling, then, you know, how you get them in stores, and then you would have to reseed them. I actually don't remember how long these ones, no, yeah, that is not the right stake in there. I should look at the packet and find out how long they actually mature, because it's been so long since I originally planted them. Was it, I think it was before March. I think it was early winter when we planted these. It was before the winter road, which opened in just before Christmas. So I think it was probably November when we started these. Anyway. Thanks so much for watching the first mobile live stream. I'm really, really happy that it finally took effect. I've been checking every day because, of course, I really wanted to add more content to this channel than shorts or longer videos. And the longer videos don't tend to have quite the same audience. So I do hope that people will come check out this video and the other videos on our channel. And you know, I will continue to provide updates on our indoor grown veg. And then once we hit, I will start planting for seedlings to grow in March so that we can transplant them outside, either in the outside greenhouses or in the yard. But transplanting out in the yard won't be until probably after May long weekend, simply because of when thaw happens. But of course, we will be able to use the greenhouse sooner than that because of when our daylight is increasing daily since December 21st. So our sunrise and sunset here in Norman Wells, come March, we will have a lot of sunlight, and it's quite bright, and it keeps increasing until I think June 21st is the brightest, longest sunlight day, and basically we end up with a sunset at 1:30 a.m. and sunrise at, I think it's 2:30 a.m. So I love the sun, and of course all the veg love it too. Okay, thanks everybody. See you later, and please do comment once I post this. Thanks so much.